Thanks for joining us. I'm Marlon Bowling with you, and we are going to be taking a look at the grain markets, which have been under pressure today. But we also just got our new ethanol production numbers. Wanted to run these by you here just to get you up to date. And the production really didn't change very much at all. We actually had the ethanol coming in this week at 1.107 million barrels per day, actually. So that was just 1,000 barrels a day difference than what we had the previous week. This is apparently the graphic from a week ago. So we'll just move on and take a look at these grain prices here. The December corn right now, if we look at the board, it's weaker, and it has been trading weaker all morning. We're down 6 at 5.67 per bushel. The March contract down 6 1/4. So a lot of red ink here on the grain trade. Now, on our quotes provided by bar chart on soybeans, we're down 5.5 at 12.38.5. That's on November. That's in delivery. January down 4 3/4 cents right now. Well, let's switch over to our wheat market, and in Chicago wheat, well, we're lower by 9 1/4 at 7.82 1/4 on that nearby December contract. In Kansas City, December, we're down 6 3/4 at 7.91 1/2. And we also have weakness in Minneapolis wheat. December down 12.5 cents at 10.63. Well, the cotton market today shows December down 106 points at 116.19. So kind of hard to find any plus signs anywhere. You're not going to find it in crude oil either. Look at West Texas crude. December down $2.41. Yes, $2.41 lower at $81.50 a barrel. That might be a good point to bring in Todd Bubba Horowitz of BubbaTrading.com in Chicago. All right, Todd. Boy, all kinds of stuff. I was a little surprised to see that kind of action in the crude oil market today, but all the grains under pressure. Kind of a general sell-off in commodities, huh?
Marlon, I think you're right, and I think this is. I think the grains look great, and I think this is probably a good buying opportunity, especially soybeans now that finally closed over 12.50 basis Jan. Look, I think we're going to have a nice, strong market here, but I think in sympathy, there's a lot of bloodletting out here in gold, in the precious metals, in oil, as you mentioned, even in some of the indexes that are getting hammered. And I think that this is, you get these sympathy sell-offs when things start to get ugly in certain areas because people start to reach for where they have profits and they sell them. But overall, the grains look really solid and like they're poised and ready to go much higher, and I think we could see that as this plays out. But, first we have to get through the taper announcement or whatever they're going to do with the Fed this afternoon. So there's a lot of activity that'll drive these markets, but overall, the grain markets look solid.
Are you even friendlier toward the corn longer term with the news that Russia may cut back on fertilizer exports now too?
I love the corn. I think corn and wheat look the best, and I think soybeans are already at that pinnacle that they broke out. So I think we're in for a nice end of the fourth quarter, early first quarter, and we'll see where we go from there. I think we're looking for higher prices and for some pretty good demand, and I think it looks really good.
Okay, well, I appreciate the comments. Thank you, Todd, for joining us. Todd Bubba Horowitz of BubbaTrading.com in Chicago. We'll take a pause right here, and we'll come back in just a moment. We'll take a look at the livestock next.